Welcome back, guys. I'm Robbie.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Connor.
And we are nearing the end of our countdown to The Last Jedi. Second last film. We are now doing The Force Awakens. So the first in this new trilogy of Star Wars films. Very excited. Hope you guys enjoy.
The Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. You have that power too.
Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, was directed by J.J. Abrams, and it stars Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill comes back very briefly, and then you got the new cast, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Adam Driver, and a ton of other people.
Yeah, so good.
Amazing movie.
It was really
Amazing.
Really good. Absolutely phenomenal. The plot, I was gonna say follows on. Well, it does.
It does kind of.
Yeah, but it takes a
It's
different
a
path.
new story. Yeah.
So Daisy Ridley's character Rey. You briefly get introduced to her. She's kind of like a
Scavenger.
yeah. Essentially, she lives alone on
Jakku.
Jakku. I don't know what I was going to say. Jakku, yeah, a desert planet, similar to Tatooine in a lot of sense. I think that's where you get the vibe.
I think that's the whole idea, is
Yeah.
to try and bring back the original flavours of the original trilogy. Yeah.
And then she again runs into all of trouble, pretty much like every Star Wars film. The beauty about this film was that it was so similar. It was so like home hitting to the original.
Which people complain about. I really don't get those complaints. Because J.J. Abrams even said it was a conscious thing, where I think maybe because of the bad reception that the prequels got, he was like, not just for the fans of the original trilogy, where they want to bring them back into the Star Wars fandom, but also for the new generation, because it's been about 10 years since the last Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
So he's trying to introduce both kinds of fans, and he said J.J. Abrams' words were, they have to go backwards to go forwards. Which is so true, and it works so beautifully. It's not a rip-off of A New Hope. It has similar beats, but it's not a rip-off. It's not a reboot. It's not a remake. Whatever people are saying, it's the next chapter, and it just has familiar beats to it, nostalgia, just to get people back in. And then from there on, they're gonna go differently.
Yeah. I think something else that made this movie for me was like the little things, like from BB-8 being
BB-8
suddenly just this the most charismatic character in the entire film, to even to Daniel Craig's cameo. Like, come on.
Oh god, Daniel Craig's so good.
Like, oh god, stuff like that, stuff that that Star Wars wouldn't normally do. J.J. Abrams really sort of he wanted something more from the franchise. You can tell.
He's for a long time been one of my top directors, and he did not disappoint at all in this. Like, people were judging him, saying, "Oh, he's not going to do it. He's Star Trek, and he's going to bring too much lens flares and his J.J. Abrams style." He adapted so beautifully to the traditional style of Star Wars, and it does feel a bit like a J.J. Abrams movie at times. It has quite a fast pace to it, but it feels like the original trilogy at the same time.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I thought you guys.
I agree. Yeah.
You're a big Star Wars fan?
Yeah.
Did you? What was your first Star Wars movie you saw?
Probably Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Same as me.
Yeah. See, this is miles above Phantom Menace. I mean,
Oh god, yeah.
they've come so far. Like, the characters. The thing about, I don't know if it's Daisy Ridley's and John Boyega's acting, or if it's just J.J. Abrams' directing style, but you fall in love with them immediately.
I think it's a bit of everything.
Yeah, it must be.
Every single aspect of this movie is on. It's at its A game pretty much.
Yeah.
Everyone is just bringing it.
Oh, Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. Don't even get me started. Wow.
I remember when they were saying, they're going to obviously have a new villain. They can't bring back Darth Vader, obviously, because he's gone after Return of the Jedi. And I was like, can they really have anyone that compares to Darth Vader? And oh my god, he comes close.
Yeah.
He really comes close to it. Just amazing what they did with him. And he's a new kind of villain to Star Wars we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Without spoiling anything, and we'll do that later on. But there's layers and depth to him that I did not expect with this character at all. With all of them, really.
The reason for me he was so groundbreaking was because Darth Vader was a mysterious, not only in the way that he acted, but no one knew what he looked like. He was very withdrawn. The only FaceTime he really got, well, not even real FaceTime, but was
at the very, very end of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, exactly. And he was, he was cruel in the way that he sort of commanded the Empire, essentially. Whereas Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, he's so humanized, personalized. I don't know. He's very like all of a sudden, it's a normal human being. Yeah. He's just a kid, and look what he's doing. And
what I love about this movie too, which they did with Kylo Ren, but with everyone and just all the aspects of this film, was that while, like we said before, they retread similar beats and things we've seen before, they take bold new risks that we haven't seen before, and everything pays off. Every risk they do works really well. Even little things like changing the design of the lightsabers. Kylo Ren's got the crossguard lightsaber. I remember in the first teaser when we first saw that was like the big reveal, and I was like, really? I don't know. And I was like, see how it's used in the film, and it's almost used as the signal of Kylo Ren's appearance. Like before you even see him, you hear the double ignition of the lightsaber. And it's got that kind of crackling, kind of grittiness to it. And
when you hear it paired up next to the blue lightsaber you see, which is, without any spoilers straight away, but that's like a normal lightsaber, and you hear it paired up against one each, and you can quite clearly hear good and evil when you see Kylo Ren's fighting it, and
a couple other new characters that I really liked. Maz Kanata,
yes.
Lupita Nyong'o. She hasn't got a small role, but she was great. Donald Gleason.
Yes.
He was pretty much the Hitler of the movie.
He was, yeah.
That one speech he gives, which literally feels like Hitler.
So excited to see him in The Last Jedi.
Yes. And then just all the new places you see. It's new, but it still feels Star Wars. Takadana, which is where Maz Kanata is. Starkiller Base. And
Captain Phasma. Easy for
Captain Phasma. Gwendolyn Christie, yeah.
That's
incredible.
I think Captain Phasma is like the new Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Because she's mysterious, no one knows where she comes from, but she's just a badass.
Yeah.
She has like 1-2 lines of dialogue, and she steals the show just like that.
Yeah. And I don't know how I forgot him, Poe Dameron.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Oscar Isaac.
Of course.
Oh my god. And what I love about this is when he meets Finn for the first time, they establish this almost brotherhood between them within the space of a minute.
Yep.
It's, I'm Finn. Hi, I'm Poe. Good to meet you, Finn. Good to meet you too, Poe. And that's it. And you immediately feel this bond between them.
And
brilliant.
My favourite thing about Poe Dameron's character was J.J. Abrams wanted to kill him off to begin with.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I think he must have...
He was supposed to die at the beginning.
Yeah. There's a scene quite specifically where you see him die, and you can tell that that they didn't want that to happen because they had that bond already.
Yeah.
And then it just turns out later on he played such a crucial part in the story.
Yeah.
And it just works. So
and then of course you got Han Solo back.
Kanja Club wants their investment back too.
I never made a deal with Kanja Club.
Tell that to Kanja Club.
Tasu Leech. Good to see you. Boys, you're both gonna get what I promised. Have I ever not delivered for you before?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Chewbacca.
Chewie, one of my favourites in the entire saga.
Yep.
Leia's back. Mark Hamill is back for a very brief cameo.
He's kind of the cliffhanger.
He is a cliffhanger. I mean, the whole film is, which they said at the beginning, Luke Skywalker has vanished. So the entire film is the search for Luke Skywalker. And then you've also got just like the First Order, which is different from the Empire, but still it feels like the next step in the evolution of Star Wars. Just and the cinematography. Oh my god, this is one of the most beautiful looking films I've seen. Just period. Yeah. That fight at the end. We'll jump into spoilers now.
Yep.
The fight at the end between Rey and Kylo Ren. There's that one shot where their lightsabers are like joined almost, and it's a close up on Rey, and it's the mixture of the red and the blue on her face, and oh god, it's amazing with the snow going everywhere and the trees falling. That is one of the best scenes I've ever seen filmed. Yeah, just brilliant.
Yeah, it's very well done. While we're in spoilers,
Ben!
The big one.
Han Solo dies.
Boy, yeah.
Take off that mask. You don't need it.
What do you think you'll see if I do?
The face of my son.
Okay, there's a massive, like, everyone's going crazy about this, but everyone's saying that, well, no, there's like a big, fan theory that he activated the lightsaber that killed himself.
I watched it again yesterday. And
it does look like it.
I actually didn't think it did.
Oh, you don't think it did?
And because I was watching with Mum, and both was like, no, it didn't look like he was. His hand was in the wrong spot.
I think it was too convenient that the scene directly beforehand, you see the lightsaber, then it's like all of a sudden you don't see the lightsaber in the scene where he actually gets killed. But I think it makes sense. Han Solo was trying to kill himself.
It does make sense. But I was really paying attention and I didn't see it happening. But if that's what did happen, I'm all on board with that.
I know for a fact Han Solo did not die for nothing. There has to be some sort of background.
There has to be something that happens.
Yeah.
Apart from just the fact that Harrison Ford didn't want to make another one. Because he wanted Han to die in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And George Lucas downright refused. And I think going into this one, J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, they both knew that Harrison didn't want to make number 8. They're like, cool. We'll kill him off and have it be the most meaningful scene in the whole saga.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's what happens.
Thank you.
You know what's also weird? It probably means nothing now, but when they first released the sort of rough draft for the cast of The Last Jedi, Harrison Ford was cast, but it's no longer there.
Yeah, it was
anymore.
a rumor that it was going to be like a flashback or something.
So
maybe he secret appearance. Don't know.
Oh.
Find out
Next week.
Next week. Oh my god. So excited.
But as a whole, it's a fantastic film.
Amazing movie from beginning to end.
What was your job when you were based here?
Sanitation.
Sanitation? Then how do you know how to disable the shields?
I don't. I'm just here to get Rey.
People are counting on us. The galaxy is counting on us.
Solo, we'll figure it out. We'll use the Force.
That's not how the Force works. Oh, really? You're cold?
Empire was my favorite movie in the Star Wars saga, and this one blows it out of the water for me. Like, Force Awakens, hands down my favorite.
Yeah, it has a very distinct beginning, middle, and end. It has a climax. It has a resolution. It's beautifully.
It fits amongst the greater Star Wars picture.
Yeah.
It's almost a standalone film on its own.
Yeah.
But I'm sure with episodes 8 and 9 coming, it will flow in perfectly with those ones. It pretty much does what A New Hope does, where it is a standalone film, like A New Hope is, but they continue. So is it your favourite of the saga, or is it...
It's not my favourite, but...
Empire is your favourite?
Yeah, I think at the time being Empire and Revenge of the Sith are probably tied.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure. I'm hoping Last Jedi changes that too. I really am.
Where does it rank for you in the Star Wars?
Including Rogue One.
No, like in the episodes.
Yeah, I reckon that's the best, in my opinion. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favourite.
Yeah, love it. 5 stars, easily, for me.
Yeah, I would probably have to give it 4 stars. Just because... Actually, 4.5. I'm gonna go 4.5.
Just to be different.
4.5.
5 stars.
5 stars, nice.
The dark side. A Jedi. They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Those are our thoughts on The Force Awakens, so the first in the new Star Wars extended trilogy. We hope you enjoyed today, and we would love to hear from you on what you thought of The Force Awakens. So we really enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Rogue One, our next one. Keep an eye out, that'll be out very, very shortly.
Yeah, our last one in the countdown.
Yes. But for now, I'm Jeremy.
I'm Robbie.
I'm Colin.
And may the Force be with you.